Good day, everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. As for me, it couldn't be any better, but there is some issues I'm having with my truck. I'm gonna have to go through some things. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm experiencing. The transmission that I did, phenomenal. There's nothing wrong with the transmission. It's fully functional, it's working good, but I have to go back and put some more, like where the shifter is there. I need to put some more sealant around there, some RTV, and then I'm gonna have to probably put a gasket around a sensor where it's leaking from. And because I noticed that whenever I go driving, and even when me and my wife, we went off mud bogging a few times in that one video, there was she started smelling. Seriously? Okay, well, one of my wife's chickens decided to interrupt my video, but my wife, she got new chickens, 2 roosters and some more chickens. She got 4 chickens. Everything was for free. But oh my gosh, there's a chicken behind me. How about that? So I guess this video is going to be all about chickens. So since it's about chickens, let's just go ahead and see the chickens. So, and then I'll get back to what I was saying. But there's one of the chickens right there. They're supposed to, this is a greenhouse. I gotta build it. Everything is like a hot mess. But she got 2 roosters. And what's funny, she decides to name one of them Brucester. How ironic is that? Brucester the rooster. Yeah. But we originally had 6 chickens. And so she got 4 more chickens and 2 roosters. So, but now back to the truck. So, be nice. I'll have them for dinner. No, I'm just kidding, I won't. But, so, it's been smelling like gear oil. And the thing is, when I first started going in the process of dropping my transmission, I had to get this right here, or so I tried. And this right here, when I read in the manual, said you're supposed to pry it open and get it off. Well, I couldn't, and I accidentally stabbed a few holes in it, if you can see it. Yeah, right there with a screwdriver. So I'm gonna have to pull this up. And this shifter right here, I'm going to have to reseal it. All it is just 4 bolts that goes in there. And it originally had a gasket, but the gasket was so worn, and it split in 2 when I took it apart. So I'm going to have to take this out and replace, like, remove the old residue, but I'm going to have to be very careful because there is fluid in the transmission. So I'm probably going to get some kind of cloth that kind of put down in there to prevent the old gasket from falling into the transmission. And then my transmission is leaking. It's because of the shifter and because of the sensor. So the shifter is leaking a little bit. It's coming from up top on the transmission, and I'm gonna have to put a gasket on that sensor. And because when at work, when I'm getting all twisted up with my words, but anyway, when I was at work one day, I put my truck on my lift and raised it up, and then I was checking things out, and then a fellow technician, he came by, and great guy, I'm not gonna put his name out there, but he kind of told me, he was like, yeah, maybe you should put a gasket on that sensor. So I didn't think about it, but I just try to wrap my head around it. I don't remember a gasket being on a sensor. But let's go under my truck, and I'm gonna show you. Oh my gosh, look, now the chickens are invading my truck. Get on, get. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to scare them away. But you see the droplet right there? I just wiped that off probably a week ago. And yes, I'm sorry, I wish I would have did this video sooner, but I stay busy all the time. So, but the sensor that I was talking about is right here. Might need a gasket around that sensor, and I'm gonna try to show y'all if I can get a good angle on it. My shifter, I can't see it right now, but I'm putting my camera up there, so I'm gonna view the video later. But the shifter should be right there. There's 4 bolts that hold it, and I believe that is where it's leaking from. Oh, I'm getting too old for this stuff. All right, but anyway, so I showed you where it's leaking from. I'm gonna do a video of me putting a gasket on that sensor. Not today, it's gonna take some time. There's been a lot going on. Like, I had a Kia that was declared totaled. I mentioned that in one of my Mitsubishi Monday videos. Well, here's my Kia. Just want to show y'all this. They totaled this car, y'all. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. There's a little slight bend right there. Scuff marks. There's a dent. And if you look closely, you can see dents. Like dent right here, dent right there. Let's see if I can get good light. But a tree limb fell on my Kia. Actually, this is my wife's Kia. But I've been using this to take it to work. And the way the tree limb fell, hit right here, dented this. Oh, there's old, there it is right there. It dented right there. And there is some paint flake. The reason I keep moving my hand is because I want to make sure I can see what y'all are seeing, and so I can light up the screen. But there's some paint flake right there. It hit right here, and it shattered this entire windshield, and just right here, and going all, and it was like a spider effect going all the way across. And then here is another dent right here, and the way it landed right here and went diagonally across. So that's what happened. And they totaled it. And, I mean, it's just crazy. They totaled this Kia when there was nothing wrong with it. And I know there's a lot that gets involved, like, well, the value of the car and this, but we finally got a rebuilt title. The process wasn't as bad. For those of you who are wondering how bad it was, it just takes time. It takes a lot of time. And it just took a lot of time to get this car back. But this car is paid for. I mean, all the vehicles I have are paid for. That's why it's hard for me to kind of just let go. And 102,000 miles, 2013, paid for. I bought it brand new. This was me and my wife's first car ever, brand new. So actually it was our only car brand new, but this is the one that we had when we first got married, so it's kind of hard to like just get rid of it. I had a lot of people offer to buy the car, and we both said no, like no. And then people always want to buy my truck, and anybody want to buy chickens, let me know. No, I'm just kidding. But everybody's always wanted to like buy my truck. And I have a funny story. There was back when I was enlisted in the Army, you would think people would be jumping all over my Evo, like, oh man, I want to buy that, let me have that car, man, how much you gonna sell it to me for? No, I only had one offer. This truck right here, I've had 3 different people offer to buy this truck in 1 week, and the same guy offered it twice. Well, yeah, there was 3 different people, but one guy offered it twice, and he bumped up the value. The first price, he was like, hey, I'll give you, I can't remember, it was a long time, I think he said like $4,000 or $5,000. I was like, no, I'm not parting from my truck. And so a few days later, about a couple of days, I drive through in my truck, and he's like, hey, what about 7,000? I'll give you 7,000 for your truck right now. No. And so I just had to like put my foot down, like, this truck is not for sale. I'm not one of them people where you can just keep asking and asking and asking and expecting me to break. No, that's not gonna happen. But he asked me so much to where I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna drive my car. So I drove my Evo, and he had this look on him like, that dude looks familiar. I know I've seen that dude before, but I don't know where. Yeah, that's why I drove my car. But anyway, so I thank y'all for staying tuned. I thank y'all for supporting my channel. I thank y'all for watching my videos. And if there's anything y'all want to see or anything, just let me know. But I'll let you know, I have a Facebook business page and Instagram. They're both Brucester 2020. So like my channels, subscribe to me, and follow me. So, but I'll try to keep all updated when I'm going to be doing this job. It'll probably be like another week or so. But yes, thank you. Y'all have a wonderful day.